This is a county-wide award. He was selected from the entire county to receive this award. And he's a very special young man. I think we're back on track now, and if we will continue on with the ROP scholarships with Wendy and Pat. Okay. We had to give them a breather, and you can see why. That's so many scholarships going there. Okay.
When we got all of our scholarship entries in, we had a slew of them at the ROP, and I got to do the screening with the help of the teachers, and believe me, that's not an easy job. I had piles of paper all over my living room, and I'd have maybes and sort-ofs and, oh, gee, I like this, and oh, it was really just really difficult to screen these kids. So I overpowered the ladies. We had 2 full days starting at 8 o'clock in the morning and ending at 5 o'clock in the afternoon of interviews with ROP students. So when we got through, we found out that we needed more money than we had allocated through the organization. And one of our members anonymously donated $15,000 in scholarship monies, and 2 of the Saddleback students are recipients of some of that money. And when Wendy called me and broke the news to me, that was probably some of the best news I'd heard in a long time. So I would like to call Raphael Cedillo. Raphael received $1,000 more, and I would like to call Kiet Wong, who received $850 more. And they only get hugged once, so that's the end of that. Now, also on our committee is a lady whose husband is a partner in the Fieldstone Company, if you have seen the advertisements or heard the advertisements in the paper. So the Fieldstone Company decided to adopt 3 ROP students. They have 2 in continuing education right now, one at Berkeley, one of our ROP students, and the other one is at UCI, I think. And we have a 3rd one that we have started with a continuing scholarship this year from Saddleback High School, and it's Dot Wynn, and he receives, they take $5,000 every year divided evenly, $1,666 to Dot Wynn. And there's one other thing, being a Santa Ana person myself, I want all of you to think about this. When you pick up the Santa Ana Register, which makes me so angry I could scream sometimes, and you read of the things that are going on, and it involves not too many people, I want you to look around and think about the fantastic young people that we're honoring tonight and what they do for Santa Ana and what they're going to be doing for Santa Ana, and I am about as proud as I can be of them. Thank you.
I think it's really exciting, the presentations that these 2 ladies have just made for us, because these scholarships have come to students via their enrollment in very special courses called Regional Occupational Programs. And these are courses that students can enroll into to acquire employable skills as well as academic training. And many of these students will go on and further their studies and their education and possibly into college, as these scholarships represent, and pursue that career ladder on up at the higher and higher levels within that career field. And I think it's really exciting that through the efforts of the Assistance League and the Fieldstone Company and anonymous donors associated with those 2 groups, that we've gotten those fine scholarships, and it's a tremendous support of our school, and we appreciate it very much. Our next award is Rancho Santiago College Foundation Scholarship, and that is going to be presented to us by Patty Cole.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. I'm here this evening on behalf of the Rancho Santiago College Foundation Our Board of Directors congratulates all of the recipients this evening and also sends a round of applause to the parents who, in some fashion, I'm sure, made a great difference in the results that we're seeing tonight. The Leadership and Achievement Scholarship was formed about 9 years ago by the Foundation Board. It is a $700 award. It is given to a graduating senior who will be entering Rancho Santiago in the fall as an incoming freshman. This year, the Leadership and Achievement Award is being given to Rosalia Milan. I'd like to be the first to congratulate her and welcome her as an incoming freshman in the fall of this year.
Now I would like to call forward Ms. Jean Denisi to make a presentation on behalf of the Santa Ana Council PTA. Ms. Denisi.
Pat Pellicci is a hard act to follow. She got me involved in PTA way back in 1971, and I'm still here. My kids have graduated from here, but I'm still here. Anyway, we are going to honor a real special girl tonight, and if you read your beep that came home this week, you see that she took up almost a whole page. But anyway, she really is special. One thing I do want to say to you, though, is most of the kids that you see here tonight will only pass this way once. So I think you need to clap a little harder and give a little more to them because they have really outdone themselves to get as far as they have. And I wish my kids were here, but they're too old to be involved. So anyway, I want to give the Santa Ana Council Scholarship of $200 to Tracy. I hate to say I knew her when, but she was a little one when I first met her. And she's a beautiful young lady, and just look what's going out the door with Saddleback behind them. And that should make you all proud.
The PTA story in support of the school is not over. We have next another presentation by the Saddleback High School PTA. I would be lost without the support of the PTA ladies that we have here at Saddleback High School, and especially our president of our PTA, Mrs. Donna Jones, and she'll be making the presentation now. Mrs. Jones.
On behalf of the Saddleback PTA, I would like to present the following recipients of $100. Rebecca Gomez, Amy Yokoy, and Gwendolyn Williams.
Providing field trips or special expertise into our classrooms and so on. But one of our very special partners has been the Southern California Gas Company since we very first formed this partnership several years ago. In fact, Southern California Gas was one of our very first partners. And at that time, they surprised us with the opportunity for a scholarship. And as they've been able to continue that scholarship, they've done that over the years. And this year again, they are offering a scholarship to a deserving Saddleback High School. We're most appreciative of their support, and I'm very pleased to introduce John Amador to make that presentation. Mr. Amador.
Thank you, Bob. First thing I'd like to do is to thank Bob for having me as part of this program tonight. And I'd also like to thank Bob's staff for the work they've done and their good judgment in selecting the recipient of this scholarship tonight. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the scholarship. The Gas Company Scholarship was established a number of years ago to help those students who wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to continue their education. And this evening it's my pleasure to award a Gas Company Scholarship for the third consecutive year to a student in Orange County. Now, the amount of the scholarship, if a student attends a four-year accredited college, will be $4,000. If the student attends a two-year school, it will be $2,000. But in addition to the cash award, the student will have the opportunity to have one summer's work of work experience with the gas company, which in itself is probably another additional $4,000. So all told, the scholarship could equal as much as $8,000. Now, what type of student were we looking for? The student must be a graduating senior and planning to attend an accredited college or a technical or trade school. And we weren't necessarily looking for the A student. The student really should have nearly a C average or better, but has shown steady growth in academic development and has the potential to succeed in college. The student must have a financial need meaning that higher education would be impossible without financial assistance. The student should have a strong character, good citizenship skills, and an eagerness to learn. The student should also have demonstrated a high level of activity in the school and community activities. In other words, we were looking for the student who possessed that something special. Now, the way we selected this recipient was that I contacted Mr. Nelson and asked him to have him and his school counselor submit 10 candidates for the scholarship. After Bob submitted those candidates back to me, I gave them to our selection committee, who was made up of 3 community leaders. They were Mr. Roger Embry, who is the gas company's general manager in Orange County, Colleen Hodges, who is the supervising probation officer for the Department of Probation, and Mr. Amin David, who is the president of Regal Products in Anaheim. And I think Mr. Amin is in the back. Thank you, David. Now, it was very difficult for the